President Donald Trump is scheduled to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska on Friday, August 15, 2025, to discuss the ongoing war in Ukraine and potential efforts to secure a ceasefire. The meeting aims to address territorial issues and diplomatic relations between the two countries. The meeting is significant as it takes place in Alaska, a former Russian territory, highlighting historical ties between the US and Russia, which could be beneficial to negotiations. Previous talks between Russia and Ukraine have not yielded substantial progress, making this summit critical for future diplomatic efforts.
And Ukraine to swap territory as part of a ceasefire deal to end the years-long war.
The president is set to meet with Vladimir Putin on American soil later this week. Local 10's Ross Ketchke is live on Capitol Hill following the latest. Ross?
Hey there, guys. That meeting is set to take place this coming Friday in Alaska. But whatever peace deal may or may not come out of this meeting will likely hinge on what exactly the borders look like between Ukraine and Russia at the end of the war.
There'll be some land swapping going on.
A major sticking point ahead of President Trump's one-on-one meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday. Trump says a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine will likely require the two sides exchanging territory. That's something Ukrainian leaders outright reject.
For the good of Ukraine. Good stuff, not bad stuff. Also, some bad stuff. For both. So there's good and there's bad.
Since Russia's invasion in 2022, fierce fighting and airstrikes have killed nearly 1 million Russian troops and more than 400,000 Ukrainians.
And I may say, lots of luck, keep fighting, or I may say we can make a deal.
The meeting will not include Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who says Russia cannot be trusted to adhere to any deal.
We understand the intention of the Russians to try to deceive America, and we will not allow it.
Other Ukrainian leaders also raising concerns ahead of the meeting, saying it was their country that was invaded, and Russia should be the only side forced to make a compromise.
We at least need President Zelensky there to stand on one specific point. The issue is not with Ukraine. It's not Ukraine who doesn't want peace. It has been and is Russia.
President Trump says his first phone call after that meeting this Friday in Alaska will be to President Zelensky, and that his long-term hope is to get himself, Putin, and Zelensky all in a room together to eventually hammer out a long-term peace deal to finally end that years-long war.